Hey, bilingual speakers out there, welcome to AskDusky.com, the search engine that helps acquire linguistic excellence. My name is Oscar Vasquez, founder and CEO of AskDusky.com. I'm here today with Juan Paz, my special guest from Guatemala, to talk about the future of language in politics and how it is applied here in the U.S. Latino community.
Hi, Oscar, and thanks for having me today. It's interesting you say that now that the political campaign are in full swing, entraron de lleno in the US, right?
That's right, Juan, and that is the case here in the U.S. now that two candidates have been nominated. Every 4 years in the primary stages of the presidential election, delegates across the states choose the candidates that will be running or aspirando a for president of the United States.
So I read on social media blogs like Politico or Real Clear Politics how candidates are taking their campaign pitch and speech to the web, appealing to young voters. But I notice how a Latino vote is gaining relevance as both political parties reach out to Hispanics in this year's 2024 election on November 5th.
It's true in social networks like Politico, and with 200 plus days left before the election, bilingual candidates realize how important first time voters are and how important the Latino vote is. And so the political lingo in Espanol becomes the tool to talk face to face with US Latino citizens that are registered to vote.
What do you think the polls say about the turnout going forward with immigration issues, for example, Oscar?
Well, Juan, to be totally PC or politically correct, as I like to call it, the presidential race is heating up, and it's too early to tell what the turnout or el vuelco will be. However, voters are expecting debates with substance regarding new comprehensive language in the immigration reform bill or border security and inflation as the main issues before November 5th.
I hear exit polls are very telling of who might become the next president. So, you think immigration reform is the issue this time around?
So, los polos de salida or exit polls, surveys, job performance, or approval rating about incumbents seeking re-election plays a significant role in convincing first-time voters, votantes PPV o por primera vez, to vote. And this year, the early vote, the straw vote, and even the swing vote in blue states like Pennsylvania matters mucho since there is a third party now. Every Latino vote counts in red states like Florida, and meaningful immigration reform is what voters will be voting on, especially here at home in Miami-Dade County, where there is a strong Republican base.
Okay. So I hear poll workers, colaboradores, will be monitoring closely the vote in person as well as voter ID. So, Oscar, who do you think is leading the poll so far?
Yes, this year campaigns are building back the Latino vote, that is, verificando de vuelta el voto latino, and improving on voter ID or idem votante, and voting in persona. Election integrity is in the minds of voters, and as to who is leading today, I think it's too premature to say, but the red state seems to be leading for now.
So, why is building back the Latino vote so important to candidates in their effort to get out the vote this election season?
That's because bilingual voter participation is massive this year. Educated and intelligent Latino voters or politically correct voters are participating in large numbers. So the get out the vote effort is key in forecasting the winner on November 5th.
So, the swing vote is key, I suppose, because it typically swings the vote one way or another. Given the current situation, sounds like a very exciting year for registered Democrat and Republican voters traveling to the ballot box, las urnas, in the states.
Clearly, the swing vote or third party vote benefits candidates one way or another for sure. Anyway, Juan, nice talking with you today about how language contributes to political dialogue. Hope to join you on another edition of AskDusky.com. So once again, I encourage you and listeners out there to subscribe to AskDusky.com and listen to more impressive words, word of the day, translations, and definitions, and click to access relevant political expressions like full swing, running for president, campaign pitch, endorsement, PC, turnout, exit polls, votante, PPB, y den votante, and many more amazing apliverbales tech en inglés y español within our database that we'll be sharing on our next podcast.
You bet. And I look forward to the next podcast and learn more about the American political process and La Carrera a la Casa Blanca, the race to the White House.
That's right, Juan, and thank you.